It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.
Race number 6, the last pick 3 will begin at 15:25. It's over 1,600 meters. It's a C division class. And I think this is one of the races where I'm going to suggest to Sheldon, let's try and narrow things down. 9 runners go to post at the time of recording. Number 1, 4 shows at 18-10. 3 is at 4-1. That's the apple of my eye. Then Bosnay, number 6, is at 5-1. And we got number 8, Rainwear, Muzieni up. I see that's declared Richard Fourie riding in Cape Town. That's at 28-10, and 9 is at 7-1. I'm going to start off with the 5-1 shot here, Sheldon, Bosnay, because you can see what Daryl Moore possibly thinks of this filly. You know, to have run on those features as a young horse, the Debonair, the Golden Slipper, the Itaguini Stakes, you know, Group 2s, Group 1s, and draws have just been bad, and bad. 12 out of 14, 12 out of 14, 13 out of 14. But they took their chances, and I just suspect, you know, with the success that Daryl had with a horse like Canadian Samba, he knows what it takes to win those juvenile races. So maybe this was the type of horse that he felt could be competitive and possibly what she shows back home, because you're not just going to run them in the races, because you know what it's going to do to their careers as a 3-year-old once they get that rating. You know, for running somewhere behind the best of their generation, you can see that she's been given a mark of, she was actually given a mark of 95, so they dropped her to a 93. But she gets a good draw now, and yeah, against these fillies in this handicap, I can see a filly like this, you know, not on her form and what I see on paper, but the fact is the way they placed her for her running a big race.
Yes, just on raw ability alone, they decided to go for the feature race route, and the fact that they took their chances from those wide draws obviously rate the daughter of Patala Palace. When she won the maiden, she ran away from them, and then 3 lengths to Secret Identity, Mrs. Geriatrics, Bavarian Beauty. Draw 6, although she's got 60 kilograms to shoulder, the important thing is the Daryl Moore stable has really turned the corner. Small yard, but when they come to the course, they fire up.
Yeah, and they had a fair Sunday, you know, beside that one win that they had with an outsider that came up on them, they had their places as well. So number 6, Bosnay, I think she's worth a mention. 4 shows, she goes for 3 in a row, and I think that horse, Miss Gibson, ran a good second behind Kitten's Adventure it was. But she goes on the polytrack for the first time, so does number 6, Bosnay. They're both 3-year-old fillies. Bosnay has been given a higher mark, therefore should have to give weight to number 2, 4 show. But 4 show seems to be a progressive type.
Very progressive, back-to-back victories, straight after beating Lady Canton, came through to blow away Miss Gibson. The best of the draw. It'll be quite interesting because this daughter of Wiley Hall still improving, gets the 2 kilograms from Bosnay, has gone back-to-back, obviously not feature raced. But it'll be a cracking run there. Forshaw and Bosnay. One thing is for sure, that Priggy Summer Sundren, I'm sure he won't mind either or.
Yeah, he's the proud owner of both those horses. And then we'll have to give Rainwear a mention. She's the older horse. She's the poly specialist, the distance specialist. Muzi will ride her. And I'm just having a look at recent form. I don't know if Muzi has ever ridden her before, but you'd have to pull out the entire form line. But the last 10 starts, he hasn't. But that last win, I must admit, I couldn't believe it. This horse was at around, it was 10-1 at one set. I think there was a scratching in the race, but this horse was at a big price last time out, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, Rainwear absolutely smoked them last time out. I think there was a scratching in that race, yes. But still the value was out there. A horse who absolutely loves the poly track, and once again could be very, very dangerous, Rainwear. And then numbers 2 and 4, if you're looking to throw in some big roughies. Number 2, Oh So Squishy. 2 of the 3 wins on the poly track. And the thing with Oh So Squishy is she's coming back from 105 days off the track. I had a chat with Louis Huss and Dees because she was supposed to run about 2 months ago. And it looked to be the perfect race that they teed up for her. And unfortunately, on the morning of the race, she had a little setback, so they had to just back off the pedal. And 16-1, I think the majority of the day, I'm finding these 16-1 shots to throw into your trifectas and quartets. And I'm not sure what happened with Let It Snow. She went up to a 90, she's dropped down to a 79. But the important thing is all 3 wins have come on the poly. So at around 20-1, 25-1 could be a big inclusion for the exotics.
I think it's the right type of card to find those type of horses. 2 16-1, 4 at 25-1. You're looking for those type of results. If you're going to go against horses that are priced up at the top of the boards, you get the results, you drop the tickets, and you are in for some decent dividends. Race number 6 looks tricky. You got 2 young horses in numbers 1 and 6. Let's see how they go against these older horses. And you got some value in horses that are priced up at big odds. But if I had to single out the horse to beat Sheldon, I think Rainwear, although she was given a slight penalty for winning last time out, the fact is she is the specialist on the poly.
There we go. As you heard from Dees, the poly specialist Rainwear. She knows exactly what it takes to win. And also the Tony Ribbelin stable. They fired up recently. The stables turned the corner. Horses like 6 Bosnay and then numbers 2 and 4 if you're looking for a big result as far as the exotics go.
Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbet helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.